Member Nanaimo North Cowichan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Not much unifies this House more than a collective groan, like when I say Morden Colliery Historical Park. And I've said it many, many times in this House, seeking funding and support and seeking awareness of that treasure in my community that was deteriorating and at risk of collapsing. On Saturday, October 5th, 1909, 100 years ago, at about this time of the day, the miners of Extension, the families and the community were reeling in the aftermath of an explosion that killed 32 miners and forever altered the community and all of those families. I still represent many of those families, people who remember those stories from their parents and their grandparents. This is a symbol in the community of its roots. It is also a reminder of many other things. It is a reminder to us all of a historical injustice, the Dunsmuir land grant, and its role in that historical injustice, the giving away of First Nations lands. It is a statue to the determination and courage of all the workers, as it is the foundation point of the labour movement in British Columbia. Most of the history of British Columbia has melted into the environment, and we have little to remind us of where we came from, and for us to teach our children about what this place was and its transition. And the Morden Colliery Historical Park is one of those places. It's a unique treasure, an artifact, a special place in all of those different ways, and it was at risk of falling. And the very best environment minister ever, who sits down there, has given the funding for this park to be restored and conserved. And I think it's the most fantastic thing. There was a ceremony on October 5th in Ladysmith where those families came together to remember those lost workers and all of the significance that that played. And so this is a very important thing. A small amount sometimes from this place can be so important to a community. Thank you to the Minister of Environment.